Just a short march music. Short marching music. No hawk today. But then again, I wouldn't have anything for the hawk. I wonder if we can capture something and feed it to the hawk. Actually, Destiny games do that. I know those games are what they are, but finding it nice in them too. I did not know that. And you can actually import your Destiny 1 character to Destiny 2. Let's see what we got here. Hello? A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance you can see a majestic castle. Now it's spelled correctly. Welcome to Mordovia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers. Yeah, you're not creepy at all with your snake gate. This heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. The gate makes you wait. Far in the distance you can see a grim but majestic castle. 2 tall towers support the castle gate and block any other path to the road. The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you. Let's greet him. It's so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the path to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago. Tell about yourself. You obviously done quite a lot for one person. It would be interesting to see what you do around here. Okay, bye. Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek. I do like it that every quotation that they make is in quotation. Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and drink cold at your journey's end. Okay. Looks just like the Ultima 1 box cover, that castle. And Ultima 1, one of them. I think it's 3? Not sure. I would have thought those space RPG games, which is the name I'm brain farting on at the moment, would have done that. Well, once you find out which RGP game it is. The Roll Glame Pain. Mass Effect? Mass Effect does it too. You're right about that. You can import your Mass Effect characters. So you're right about that. That does it too. So quiet in here. We heard birds singing before. Let's see what we got around here. Diablo likes on YouTube 16k, dislikes 436k. Approaching Ghostbusters 2016 slowly. Yep. Personally, I don't care that much. There's still 3 other Diablo games for me to play. Yep. But still, it was a bad decision from them to even think about doing what they did. I mean, such a bad decision. I mean, why did they even think of doing that? It's beyond me. Grave rocks littered ground everywhere, murdered the glaciers, blah blah blah. I know that you can pick up those gray rocks, but I don't need them myself. I don't need throwing ammunition. I don't have the skill. Now there's sound. Hello, my hawk friend. I'm sorry that I don't have anything to feed you. Would you take a sandwich? Nothing happens. You eat it. Yeah, I suspect Activision is behind it too. Yeah. I mean, Blizzard wouldn't be that dumb. Only Activision can be that dumb. But to bash Blizzard now as well, still no Diablo 1 in Blizzard's store. Also, D2 is put there badly and it's overly complex to install. Yeah, the only way to install Diablo 2 is that you download all the files into a folder, then you install from the folder, and then it gets installed into the launcher, and it was complicated, but at least you can get it to work. And I was able to play it. I did a whole playthrough of Diablo 2 Raisin a couple of months ago.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold, and I need someone to help warm me.
How about no, lady? How about no? Bye. It's a tarp. Got the 76 yet? Nope. Nope. I still haven't played Reaper of Souls, so I'm gonna get the Eternal Collection for Xbox One so I can replay these 3 plus the expansion. The expansion is great. The expansion is fantastic. It's a bit different, but perhaps we talked off of the same thing now anyway. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Could be. Now you need to go to their website to download the installation starter and then begin installing from that. Yeah, I guess it's same. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was talking about. Download it from their site, installing, blah 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 blah, all kind of crap. It's just a lot of hassle to install Diablo 2. But at least you can get it installed. StarCraft 1 was easier to install. And I ain't talking about the enhanced version or the remastered version. I'm talking about the original version. I'm gonna be giving the mobile version a miss. I really can't see that kind of a game working with a touchscreen. Prefer that sort of thing on console or PC. Yep, that's what I said immediately when I heard that there's a mobile Diablo. I'm like, no, it doesn't belong on mobile at all. Okay, yeah, but when I get to, some people have accidentally bought Diablo 2 twice because they forgot they own the game. Yeah, that can happen. At least I found my own real copy of Diablo 2, and I found the CD key, so I got it free. Just had to download it and everything. But I was lucky that I did still found it. Although I don't know it. Although I do not remember anymore where it is, so I might have lost the box now. Which is sad, because the Diablo 2 box was great. I really loved the box. But I don't have it anymore, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I have it somewhere. Stashed somewhere. The Necromancer is great too. Not sure if that character is included in the Eternal Collection. Might not be, but it could be. I think he is. I still don't have the character bought for PC. Would it be fine if they released it on both consoles and mobile? But mobile exclusive? No thanks. Well, this was exclusively on mobile because it's just it's a carbon copy of a Japanese RPG, apparently, with nothing changed except for the characters. At least that's what I saw off the video that was uploaded on the Discord. Apparently, no effort was made. Yeah, I heard a Chinese game that's reskinned. Yeah, it's either a Japanese or a Chinese RPG that was just reskinned to look like Diablo, and that's it. I mean, a lot of people give it flag because they recognize the mobile game that it was originally made of. That's why they're getting so much flag, because they didn't do anything by themselves. They just copied another game. And that's it. Yeah, they could have created a totally new Diablo, yeah. So red flag number 2 right there, yep. They didn't put any effort, but I'm sure it is because of Activision. Activision sometimes just makes the dumbest decisions when it comes to making games. So somebody just had the brightest brain fart, like, hey, let's make Diablo into a freaking mobile game. That's what the youth wants these days. And I'm like, no. Diablo players do not want that these days. I mean, they completely just ignored the big Diablo fan base that Diablo has. I mean, there's millions of players of the old school and new school Diablo players out there, and they completely just ignored them all. This is some pretty cool music. Oh no, it's a killer rabbit? Is that the freaking... Am I meeting with the freaking... What was the calm spell? That's the calm spell. Just take it easy, killer rabbit. You're not gonna be biting my head off today. I don't have a holy hand grenade. Otherwise I would be throwing it. And also, run! It's a killer rabbit. And you're not the Black Knight. How about we go this way? Bravely Sir Robin ran away from the rabbit. Yeah, so I don't know how tough that rabbit is. I do not know. And since I know that it's the rabbit of Chernabog. Was it Chernabog? Or Cairnabog? Oh, whichever. That rabbit is a reference to the Monty Python. It is supposed to be the killer rabbit. Same kind. They got marketing ideas from Mozilla. At least Activision published it, my theory anyways. They contracted them to do it. Yep. At least I've got the 3 plus the DLC to look forward to, so I'm okay for Diablo games for now. Yep. But Diablo 3 might not be the best because honestly I missed the classic skill tree stuff from 1 and 2, but story got me interested enough. Well, the skills and even stats now cannot be chosen what to increase with leveling up. Feels too much like guided into a certain direction. What I do like about Diablo 3, even though it's not the same kind of skill tree that it is like in Diablo 2, I actually do like the skill tree because you can mix and match stuff. So you can have 2 skills from the same group, instead of just 1 skill from each group. Like with my Necromancer, I have a Bone Explosion and a Summon Skeletons, Summon Golem, and something else, and 2 of the skills are from the same tree. Diablo is best, obviously. I think D3 is the best of the lot. I've only played it on the Xbox 360, but I really did enjoy it, so I don't mind going through all it again on XP1. Diablo 1 is the best, obviously. I've never liked Diablo 1 that much. Diablo 2 was the thing for me, because I played that like 5,000 hours. Actually, I don't know how many hours I have put into Diablo 2. Let's say at least I put 60 years into Diablo 2. Let's say it like that. So yes, I have played Diablo 2 a lot. But I do enjoy Diablo 3 a lot as well. I think it's a good game. Alright. How about this time we actually do a fight? Your weapon is now magically charged. My poison. I think I'm... God damn. It's kicking my ass. Gotcha. This fighting system is the worst! You whooped the wyvern. It now lies still, like many of its victims before. The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular. And apparently I'm poisoned. I'm just judging from the green status of my health. Where can I buy some freaking healing potions and such? That would be nice to know. So what time is it? It's evening. Ah! I'm gonna be late. For an important date. Come on, don't be close. Do not be closed. Yeah, this is blind, Aardvark. I have never played this game before. So I don't know what I'm doing or anything, so... After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and locking the bolts on the other side of the door. Yes, let me in! Let me in the inn, please. The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling you're not particularly welcome here. I paid my due. I should be welcomed here. Great. They all stare at you for a moment and go back talking amongst themselves. Tell about yourself. We do not believe in heroes in Mordovia.
We don't need some heroes here.
Yeah, it's only thing to steer up, driver. I had a doctor around us who was a hero. Enough talk of hero! Wow. Bye. Woo! These guys are a bunch of... They're a bunch of weirdos. We're all weirdos. Played quite a bit of the first one, honestly. Always the randomized levels got me. The expansion, though, feels tad off, also cause it's made by Sierra. I'd say they didn't quite manage to capture the feeling of Diablo. But hey, obviously, thanks to that, we got Monk in Diablo 3, because Monk was added in Diablo Hellfire, yes. I can't make head or tails of this fighting system. Why did they change something that worked perfectly fine? Then again, QFG 5 is worse. Can't wait for that. Yeah, I don't know why they changed it. I mean, this fighting system is weird. Molark Adventure! Oh! Some good news. XCOM 2 is only £10 now. I would have bought it, but I am getting a Red Dead 2 sometime this month. Got a feeling that it will take up all my gaming time. Probably. But yeah, £10 for XCOM 2. That is a fantastic deal. I would get it right now if I didn't already own it. I think I wait with Red Dead 2 still, that PC version and maybe Game of the Year version whenever, whatever it might be. Weirdos! Then I would fit right in there. Yeah, Game of the Year won't be till next year, yeah.
We don't need another hero. We don't need another warrior.
I'm totally Tina Turner right now. Ah, there's the wife. You have some garlic pheasant for supper. Sounds lovely. Am I trying to pick up somebody else? And now the table's helping to keep you off the floor as well. It's an anti-gravity machine. Well, maybe not exactly, but it does keep the food and drinks from falling onto the floor. It's a tray that the innkeeper's wife served you food on. So did I already eat it, or? Yeah, I guess I ate it already. At least I won't go hungry. Oh, let's go to bed. Although I'm wondering if they will release a game of the year for XCOM 2 with the expansion. You unlock the door to your room and go on in. XCOM 2 is great. I can highly recommend that game, especially with the expansion. The what was it called? War of the Chosen. I actually recently played that through against all of the Chosen. It really amps up the difficulty of the game. Really amps it up. I mean, as if the game wasn't already really difficult, but with the War of the Chosen expansion, it really amps it up and makes it a lot more fun too. So much challenge in the game. I know, I feel like, wait, I think the monetary situation also will be getting worse now, because shit times for everyone, unless you're a rich little shit already. Yeah, but some people need games to help them forget their situation, yeah. At least I might get something to buy a bit, maybe. Give a plastic bag full of games to Polenkuppel's store here. I'll let them do the price rating, not sure if I give up everything right away, though. Oh, it's your choice. This large chest is a good place to store equipment you don't need to carry around with you. I can carry around a lot of stuff, like currently 2,300 and I can go up to 9,000, so I don't need to put anything into the chest. The candle provides a supplementary light source to economize on a lamp oil. The lamp dimly illuminates your bedroom. Lamp oil is included in the rent. Garlic braids festoon the room, adding the certain special ambiance of Gilroy in the spring to the room. Can I just grab? You don't need that much garlic. Besides, it lends a certain air to the room, don't you think? The bed is adequate, but nothing to take home with you. After you leave, they'll probably put a plaque on it reading something like "Heroes live here." Assuming that is that you leave in one piece and with your throat intact, not necessarily a good assumption. It's a braided circular rug, apparently mass-produced. The furnishing are sparse, but the bed isn't bad and the room seems pretty clean. The window opens out onto the back of the inn. A narrow ledge runs under it on the outside. Yeah. So we might be able to walk outside and be on the ledge there. If we were a thief. But we're not, so we're gonna go to sleep. Yeah, this seems like a very cozy inn room. Hey there, Jerzu and Sinlao. Hello, hello, and hello. I'm gonna finish off Witcher 3 and go straight to RDR 2. I'm hoping they'll release a Game of the Year for XCOM 2. I'm sure they will next year. Hello, y'all. Just spent an hour trying to use Shazam, etc. to search what this one song is called, but I had no luck. I'll just wait for a reply on my comment, I guess. I don't know what this tune is, but it's a familiar one. If I was there, I'd never leave that town. Too dangerous outside anyway. Trope. Sleep until morning. You awaken as the sun begins to rise, and I'm still poisoned and I'm about to die. Great. Just grand. Rambunctious. The music in this, I think, is Hungarian dance by some classical music dude. Probably Franz Liszt. He was Hungarian, I think. RDR, that's funny. Get it? RDR. Hardy har. Am I the only one who keeps reading RDR2 as R2D2? I think you are. Probably. I don't know. Maybe somebody else is reading it the same way. You never know. It's a garlic souffle, Moldavian style. You pick up your plate in search of any leftover garlic. Well, that healed me. So good. So if I eat garlic, it heals me from poison. It's good to know. Although wait, I did eat at the evening when I came here, and that didn't heal me at all. So you're still around, are you? When are you leaving Moldavia? Whenever I feel like it, douche. An interesting story. Did you hear it or make it up yourself? I'm the hero of Spielberg. I just told you how I helped the Baron. You tell how you helped the Baron of Spielberg. Yeah. Yeah, bye. Don't start any trouble around here. Can I actually just talk to you like this? Okay, let's ask about the Burgomeister himself. It is my duty to protect this town. If anything unusual happens around here, I will know whom to blame. That staff was brought here many years ago. It was placed in the town center as a memorial to magic user Erana. That building was abandoned many years ago. It is dangerous and should have been torn down. Stay away from it. Alright, any rumors? What about a gossiping old woman? For you to ask such a thing? The biggest news there is you. Got an adventurers guild? The adventurers guild is in the north part of town, but it's closed and boarded up. There have been no adventurers here since the road was flooded. By the laws of the land, I must give you the key for the asking. Perhaps it will be of some use to you. Awesome. So it's an adventurers guild that they boarded up. Great. Enough already. We shall say goodbye. Don't start any trouble around here. I'll do whatever I want, you bitch. If I want to start trouble, I'll start with you. Maybe do what Slater said. Throw a fireball at his ass. There will be future time when you can mod RDR2 to play as R2D2. I wouldn't be surprised. I like garlic, but these people take it too far. You unlock the door using the key the Burgomeister gave you. I hope nobody's living in here. Well, they got the elusive moose. It's a rare example of the deadly Moldavian moose, distinguishable by its long fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall. This place appears to have been the Adventurers Guild Hall at one time. Evidently, there are no more adventurers left in Moldavia. The hall is badly in need of maintenance. This desk holds the Adventurer's Logbook, a quill pen, and an inkwell. Do we sign it with a flourish? You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernobyl cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Erana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Erana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Erana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprung up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries. I'm sure one of the corpses that we saw in the cave was from Piotr. Let's sign the logbook. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish! It's almost become a habit by now. No, it hasn't! That has not happened since the first game. Now they've learned. It's always with a flourish. That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer. Then why is that an option? Why is that an option if it doesn't have a drawer? Why is that an option? I do remember having garlic fried squid in Morocco. It was delicious. Garlic goes well with several foods, really, liking it myself. I like garlic too. Correction, the music I claimed was a Hungarian dance was actually a Nitras dance from Peer Gynt. Oh, Edvard Grieg's Peer Gynt. Okay, a Nitras dance. Alright, gotta remember that. A finely crafted sword rests within this case, but there doesn't seem to be a door or any way to open the case. The plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency." This is not a good place to practice your magic. Damn it. This is either some sort of diabolical device or an exercise machine. Come to think of it, exercise machines are diabolical devices. Some round metal weights lie neatly stacked on the floor. Better hope Dr. Crania doesn't see them. He'd probably invent the cannon and upset the balance of power. A large ewer, or maybe it's a mire, lies on the table. It was probably used to splash water on overheated athletes. There's a crack in the bottom and it isn't useful for much of anything anymore. There are a number of books on the shelf, including Hero Magazine's Golden Guild Guide to Mordavia, Flora, Fauna, and Flora. Which book do you want to read? The Hero Magazine. As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned to the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necrotaur is a vicious carnivore with big sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Leshy, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box? Smiley face! Read brochure. The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game, The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online." Jeez, how cheesy can you get? Of course, Dr. Cranium, Dr. Brain. Why couldn't I put two and two together? Should have seen that right away. I mean, Dr. Cranian's place even looks like the starting place of Dr. Brain. Garlic is nice, but there's a limit. I wouldn't eat it raw like some health nuts do. It's nice in small to moderate doses in sauces, etc. Yep. I wouldn't eat it raw either because I think it would be too spicy for me. Creative casting. The book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming a fire, using alternating flame and frost spells to make something brittle and break, and so on. You pick up a number of useful tips which will improve your spellcasting. Read Talk Fu. This book teaches the ancient oriental art of Talk Fu, how to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul. So let's take a book. Hey, this isn't a lending library. Can we move the bookshelf? Nice try with the bookshelf that won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden in a different way. You don't say. Then there is Talk Fu, a martial arts pronunciation guide. You see an exercise book, Essential Exercise. Build strong legs with a Bigfoot stair stepper. One of the books is a thin pamphlet entitled Famous Castles of All Ages. Right, this one talks about climbing skills for upwardly mobile adventurers. Seems to be targeted fighters and paladins. Oh, there's one for mages, creative casting concepts. Yeah, those are pretty much the same things that I already read. A number of books. Talk Fu, Essential Exercise, Castles. And that's pretty much it. Before I do anything stupid. Guild. Let's try this exercise machine. Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now. I wonder if that did wonders on us. Oh, strength is up. Yeah, that did it. Awesome. Our health and stamina are extremely low. It's day 2 in the morning. 60 minutes of rest. You feel better. Can we rest some more? Heard apparently it's fine for empty stomach, but I strongly disagree. I felt like being tortured after that. Yeah, the garlic is very spicy. I don't think it would be very helpful to eat it on an empty stomach. When somebody asks you if you're serious, you say yes! Indeed, I could go get one nail of garlic and munch it right now. I sometimes buy these garlics that comes in glass jar filled with oil. Those are good enough to eat raw, but they got a more mellow taste. Well, because it's the oil. And you can use the oil as a sauce itself because it's full of garlic. Any more weight might strain your muscles. Try working with the weights you have in the baskets already. Fine. Calling me a weakling, huh? The case looks totally solid, as if it was constructed around the sword. A black reads break glass in emergency only. The case is totally sealed. You can't find a way to open it. The only thing I can think of is using a spell, but I can't use spells here. There's a set of code hooks in the corner. You never knew adventurers were expected to be that neat. There's an empty picture frame above the bookshelf. Either someone thought the wall itself was a piece of art, or the thief has been at work here. A painting shows a proud-looking adventurer standing on an obviously defeated dragon. It might have a more important impact if the dragon wasn't just as obviously winking. The plaque says, "Wish you were here in Silmaria, Dunstan." A portrait of an adventurer long gone hangs on the wall here. A small plaque at the base reads, "Pyotr, Paladin." Can we take the picture? The painting doesn't look particularly valuable, and there's nothing behind it. Well, I'm not a thief, so... A large ring is securely attached to the ceiling. Can we pull it? It is said that a man's reach should exceed his grasp. That's certainly true of what you're trying. I like this music here. Very calming. Very nice. Blip. Take care, Tequel! So that's the Adventurers Guild, huh? Gotta remember to come back here once in a while. Do I need to lock the door? You walk right in. Okay. No need to lock it then. Also weird that it shows that it has a second floor, but... no way to get up there. I'm thinking that ring would be like, if we bring it down, it would be like a ladder. Or a staircase, like into the attic. Ah, well. Interesting how all the streams I watch, the audio sounds like it's coming from a stretched cassette tape as in it wows. Still you remain, it is a wonder you have managed to live so long. Well, I haven't really gone anywhere, other than just traveling around town. Almost noon. How about we rest here for another hour? Didn't get much health back, but... I'm gonna risk it. I want to get to Rusalka again. See if I can chat her up with her now that I know what she is. Maybe we can help her out. Hey there, eagle friend. Eagle! My fine feathered friend. So it's 1, 2, and 3 down. Yeah, okay. 2 more. And 1 more. So it's after this screen, and then we go to the left. That's how we get to the lake. And yes, I do have a map open. I'm not going completely blind into this game, otherwise I would get lost in this place all the time. So I have a map open. Don't know what all of these places really are, but at least I know how to get to the lake and the town and the gate. Now we have to explore the other side of the whole map at some point. So let's go and talk to the lady of the lake, shall we? There she is.
Hello there. Wouldn't you help me? This water is so cold that I need someone to help for me.
So let's greet her.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting?
Tell about yourself.
Surely a hero like you will help someone like me. Please take my hand.
Say goodbye.
Please don't leave me here so alone and cold. I need you.
Gotta go catch the rest of the stream later. Take care, Eldridge. Well, fine. You want a hug? I'll give you a hug. There. Feel better now? You wade out to the lake, woman, and take her in your arms. Her skin is so soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake. Going drown? You quickly discover that you really don't know how to breathe water. Our first death! Ooh. Yeah, water is cold and all that. Yeah. I'll greet you. I'll tell about myself. I'll talk to you. So what's your name?
I am Brenda Rosalka. Please take my hand and help me.
What about this lake?
If you take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like.
What about the forest?
If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you like.
Why are you here? You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me?
Nah, enough already.
It's so cold here in this lake. Please come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Nice broken graphics there. Goodbye.
Please don't leave me here so alone and cold. I need you.
Yeah.
It's so cold here in this lake. Please come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Not today, lady. Not today. So I guess the only way we can help her is to find out what happened to her. Who was she? We know the story of a Rusalka. So she was a murdered lady. So we need to just find out how she was murdered, who she was before she was murdered. And probably we can free her from her current state. Free her spirit, that is. Unless magic users can't do it or something. Large You can barely discern the traces of an old road leading north and west. Gray rocks. More gray rocks. Nothing happens. Eagle friend, flying up there. Too bad I don't have any food for you. I'll let you know when I get meat. Lars, you are deep within the heart of the forest. You're deep within the heart of the forest. Deep. So let's see, what can we find? No, actually, let's go south first. There's something in the south. Just 2 screens. No, a killer rabbit. I don't want to sleep or anything. I want to calm the bunny so I can throw some more magic at him. Magic! I keep forgetting which one. Freaking push. Lightning bolt. Force bolt. Calm your ass. Damn it. Get over here. It's too small for my flame attacks. Gotcha. Yeah. We won against the bunny. The cute, innocent, well, maybe not exactly, the little bunny has been viciously slaughtered and now looks like roadkill. Did it have anything? There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those. Did the game just make a reference to Pulp Fiction? Did it seriously just make a reference to Pulp Fiction? That is quite the stretch of a joke to make a reference to Pulp Fiction. Yeah, if you don't remember, in Pulp Fiction, Christopher Walken tells the story of how he hid the pocket watch up his ass. You don't find anything except blood, gore, and gross body parts. In Alice in Wonderland, there's a bunny who totes a watch around now. White bunny, pocket watch. Makes more sense. Yeah. Alice in Wonderland. Well, it talked about the fanny pack with the pocket watch. So, fanny pack is a butt. As well. Well, fanny is not a butt. Well, it depends on where you're from. In Australia, fanny is the female part. Female genital parts, yes, but in the British land, a fanny is a butt. That's why I made the assumption that it was a Pulp Fiction reference. But once you said it, Jace, it is a reference to Alice in Wonderland, yes. Okay. Something is not right. Do you guys see anything? No, in Britain, a fanny is a female part, not a butt. Really? I thought fanny was in British. Fanny is like a butt. I know that fanny in Australian language. Well, then again, Australian English is based on British English, so. I do know that fanny means vagina. Only people in US of A think it's a butt. Yeah, I guess so. But do you guys see anything wrong in the picture there? Something out of place, perhaps? Something that could be very deadly to us in some ways? Those two flowers? I don't think they're flowers. At least I can say it's insult in UK thanks to Cadigarus videos. He calls Rugrats totally Angelica as totally Fanny. But yeah, I don't think those are flowers, Goblin. To me, they look like eyes on stalks. There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes. Nah, forget it. It's probably just an ordinary everyday bush with blood-red berries and a tentacle-like branches. Can we greet this creature? Oh. You'll have to get a little closer. The bush seems to be hard of hearing. It's a little bit... Can I cast Calm? Make sure that doesn't... A feel of peace and tranquility permeates the area. Are you fine now? You won't attack me? That hurt! That really hurt! I think I'm being stung by a 10-foot-long wasp. You think that would be a relief in comparison. Son of a... It really hurt me. Like a lot. Here, that's a flame. Your spell doesn't seem to have any lasting effect on the bush. But it's fire! How about lightning? Jeez. What is this guy made of? You managed to knock a branch with some berries loose from the bush. You retrieve the berries from the loose branch and store them carefully in a pocket in your pack. Okay. So we did something correct. Elderberry berries. You have some ugly red berries from the elderberry bush. Elderberry bush. I mean, the real thing is elderberry, not elderberry. So it's hard to pronounce it differently. Okay, bye! Thank you for the berries. Douche. 10-foot long wasp, yes. Wildflowers bloom with the autumn weather. Can I actually fetch those? You didn't manage to fetch anything. Fine, I'll just pick them. Flowers. You're carrying a bucket of pretty flowers. Some magic about them seems to be keeping them perpetually fresh. You mean there's magic here? You says no magic in this area. Then why did you call them magical? Now I should be getting to another area here. Something interesting up here. Or not. Could be on the wrong screen. You have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest. A stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area. This is just like Erana's Peace in the first game, where you could go and sleep and be at peace. It's an ornate oriental lantern. The fruit tree is laden with luscious-looking fruits of many kinds. It must be one of the rare mixed fruit trees. Lovely flowers bloom throughout the garden. The stream is wider and slower at this point. It almost looks like a small pond. A waterfall tinkles gently down the rocky slope. You have come to a beautiful garden. Lovely flowers bloom throughout the garden. Can I drink from this? You take a drink from the cool water. It tastes like wild strawberries. Love me some wild strawberries. They taste so good. Can I talk to somebody? Anybody? So let's go pick a fruit. They don't shine magically like in the first game, but I'm sure it's the same thing. As you approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be the low-calorie kind. Huh. Fascinating. Seems to be out of season, or perhaps just out of sorts, fruit tree. No munchable adorn its branches. I guess we're not worthy of, getting those fruit. So what time is it? Almost it's evening. Can I sleep here? That MIDI guitar is really, I don't know. Ah! Jeez. What kind of a note was that?